Well, hello there. This is Virtual Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. Welcome to another episode of Quick Wins. And in today's game, I've got a very beautiful game submitted by one of my subscribers. They played with the black pieces the Vienna game main line. In 11 moves, they created an absolutely beautiful attack, trapping their opponent's queen, and they even had a brilliancy. Let's go take a look. Now, black pieces, white tries to play a Vienna gambit. e4, e5, knight c3, the fork b, knight f6, Vienna gambit, f4, and against the Vienna gambit, we play the main line. The best move, d5, captures, and now white plays the Paulson attack. That is their best response to the main line. Here, I would usually play the Bardeleben variation, which is f5. However, an alternative, which is probably just about as good or equally good, is knight to c6. Now, at lower depth, Stockfish reckons that the Bardeleben variation is probably a little bit better, but at very high depth, it gives an approximate equal rating for both, equal evaluation for both, at, in fact, 0, 0, 0. There's an argument to be made that, in fact, knight c6 might even be a little bit better, because it collapses white's choices to only a single line. Can you see what is white's only good move here? The only good move is bishop to b5, pinning the knight to the king. Every other move, in fact, is bad. Now, in this game, white didn't see that. They decided to start to liquidate the center, relieve the tension. Very sensible and natural-looking move. It's an inaccuracy, however, because now, with the queen's knight already developed, and with the queen on the f3 square, we now have knight to d4. And this is a tactic in my book, 50+2 Chess Quick Wins, now available on Amazon. Page 38, I talk about the queen's knight to either d4 or d5, depending on whether you've got the black or white pieces. In this game, with the black pieces, it's queen's knight to d4. And it's a very powerful move. Here, of course, we've got the attack on the queen, simultaneous attack on the c2 pawn, the c2 square, which comes with an absolute fork. The knight also is in the center of the board, and as we will see, becomes the linchpin, the coordinating piece that makes the upcoming absolutely wonderful queen trap possible. Now, in this position, black has two attackers on white's pieces. So white, even though they've taken the knight, they have to give that knight back up. White here decides to play aggressively, so they should probably just play queen to c3 and accept the loss of their knight, but instead they decide to give a check with knight f7 so that it damages black's kingside pawn structure. Seems to make sense, but you can see that was a blunder, and it's a blunder because that's still attacking. White needs to bring their queen back here actually. This is not as good, but they try to keep the queen in play. Queen c3, captures, and here at the end of move 8, we've got the full center. Black has a full center. Knight still very powerful attack on the c2 square, and the queen is kind of awkwardly placed. In this position, in fact, Stockfish says that the most accurate move for white is king to d1 to provide an alternate defender to the c2 square, the c2 pawn. Hard to imagine, and now white plays something that's very sensible. They develop the knight. Now, admittedly, they could have played this as well. That's kind of all right, but you know, the queen's getting very cramped. They play the knight, develop the other knight, and in fact, here, white's queen is trapped. First step, black has lovely move, bishop to b4. It's a brilliancy, attacking the queen, and you think, well, queen can capture, knight takes, c2, royal fork, end of game, bye queen. Now, probably not difficult for white to see that, but it's under attack. Where should the queen go? Notice that all these escape squares for the queen are covered by black's existing pieces. So queen could obviously can't take the knight, it would just be taken. So there are these two squares here. Well, what if queen goes to e3? Well, royal fork once again. So the queen, in fact, only has one square available to it, which is d3. And in fact, even that is an illusion, because now we've got the other bishop, bishop f5, attacking the queen, and every single square is covered by black's pieces. Queen is trapped. White in this position decide to, give a, desperate check, hoping maybe black will blunder the position. Black doesn't blunder, captures the queen. Emotional damage. Good game. GG.